Hello everyone, it's good to be able to spend a few moments with you on Remembrance Sunday, a day that is very special to me because I have numerous members of my family who have been involved in the military on both sides of the family indeed. On my mum's and my dad's side there have been lots of soldiers. I want to mention just a couple today. First of all, 7580659, Staff Sergeant Edward Conway, my granddad. He was at Dunkirk and he experienced the horror of being there. He had been in the regular army for many years before Dunkirk happened at the start of the Second World War. And he was on the beaches there, waded into the water, and in those murky depths lost several of his close friends. He was rescued and utterly traumatised by the experience, and then simply redeployed. He was sent back to war, and over the long years that followed, he won the British Empire Medal for bravery. Written on the medal were these words, "For God and the Empire." And my granddad believed in those things. He believed in them very strongly. For example, if the national anthem was ever played, I remember as a child that he would stand up and stand to attention, and he would be cross if anyone remained in their seats. He believed in God and empire so passionately that he would have given his life if necessary. That's no small thing. Christian opinion is divided on the subject of war. Some Christians believe fighting is wrong. Jesus' words about loving enemies and forgiving are seen by many as unequivocal. The Jesuits, for example, have an absolute belief in pacifism. Martin Luther King, a very famous Christian man, believed in peaceful, non-violent protest. And Medal of Honor winner Desmond Doss, whose life was celebrated in the film Hacksaw Ridge, saved dozens and dozens of lives with conspicuous bravery, and yet was a conscientious objector. He adamantly refused to carry a weapon or to fight. Other Christians believe it's a good thing to fight evil physically and to protect the innocent. Often quoted is Proverbs 24. Starting at verse 10, it reads, "If you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength? Rescue those being led away to death. Hold back those staggering towards slaughter. If you say, 'But we knew nothing about this,' does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done?" Also, both St. Augustine and St. Thomas Aquinas argued that some circumstances meant that a war could be justified. Is your goal peace and harmony? Is the cause just? These were questions that Aquinas said we must ask, and they can prompt us to fight if the answer to those kind of questions is yes. My Uncle Bill was in the British Army contingent that liberated Bergen-Belsen on the 15th of April 1945. Thousands of unburied corpses were in the camp, and also 60,000 starving prisoners, 14,000 of whom subsequently succumbed to their inhumane treatment. He believed, right up until the end of his life, that the defeat of Nazism at all costs was a just cause. At this time of year, we often hear the poem In Flanders Fields by John McCrae. It's one of the many reasons for poppies being a means of remembering the fallen. It goes like this. In Flanders fields the poppies blow, between the crosses row on row that mark our place, and in the sky the larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. What is rather less well known is the final stanza of the poem, which reads as follows. take up our quarrel with the foe. To you from failing hands we throw the torch. Be yours to hold it high, and if ye break faith with us who die, we shall not sleep, though poppies grow in Flanders fields. The call to keep the quarrel with the foe going, to allow fallen comrades to rest in peace, is actually quite a disturbing one. And it's certainly not in line with Aquinas' insistence that peace and harmony be the overarching goal of all war. Regardless of where followers of Christ stand between strict non-violence or a belief in there being such a thing as a just war or struggle, all Christians must be clear that Jesus calls us to have love, peace, and forgiveness as our ultimate goals. At the start of the First World War, the English nurse Edith Cavell was executed by the Germans for unashamedly aiding in the escape of about 200 British and French soldiers. The night before she died, she was visited by the chaplain, and he recorded some of her last words. I will leave you with them this Remembrance Sunday. But this I would say, standing in view of God and eternity, I realise that patriotism is not enough. I must have no hatred or bitterness towards anyone. May God bless you.